Good morning. I hate saying that. Good morning. It's just, it gets on my nerve. I get on my own nerves. Good morning. No. Good morning to you. No. What up, backup dancers? Mm-mm. What up, home skillet? No. What up, dog? No. Maybe I just sit here. Maybe I just sit still and just wait. I don't know. I need help knowing what to say when I go live. It just I'm getting on my own nerves. Like I just don't like it. I feel like it's a turn off. Like when I say good morning, it's just like if I was scrolling through Facebook or YouTube and someone went good morning, I'd be like, I'd get off of it. I'd be like, this chick is okay. I see y'all are saying you're watching ads. Y'all, I have to take my glasses off. I can't remember. Okay, on YouTube, you have to monetize every video before you go live. And this brain of mine cannot remember to do it. And then I get off live and I'm like, I forgot to monetize it. So I said, Kayla, please help remind me to monetize my live because you have to do it in each individual video. And you can't do it from your phone. You have to do it from the computer. And this brain of mine has so much going on that I can't remember to monetize. So Kayla reminded me to monetize this morning. And that's why you're seeing commercials is because I remembered to monetize. And I just can't. So when you don't see commercials, you can go, hey, Judy, you forgot to monetize this video. It's like I have too much on me and I can't remember to monetize. All right. Did you get your protein shake? I never wear these overalls. I just feel like they're a little loud for me. I don't know. I don't even know what possessed me to buy them because I really don't like them. They have like vegetables all over them. So I feel like when I wear these overalls, it's like kind of a gardener wannabe. And it's not who I am. But it's something I would like to get into is learning how to, I know a lot about plants and flowers and gardening, and I'm a city girl. I've never had a garden until I met Shane. So it's like, I feel like a wannabe. This is a wannabe outfit. All right. I sit here last night and I'm like, what am I talking about in my life? Because sometimes like as I go through crap, I write it down because I'm like, I need to talk about this. And I had something really good to talk about and I didn't write it down. And then I woke up this morning and I'm like, oh, great, Judy, you didn't write it down. And now you have no idea what you're going to talk about. So I was sitting there this morning and I was trying to figure out what exactly I needed to talk about. Like, what is God laid on my heart? Like, what should I talk about? And if y'all saw Wednesday, I was a train wreck. I couldn't film. In the middle of the group home being here, I said, Kayla, I am sick at my stomach. I have got to go inside. And I left Kayla with the whole group home doing everything because I was that messed up mentally because I slept good Tuesday night. I slept well. And then I woke up Wednesday morning and checked the mail and it went downhill from there. And without going into much details, it's it overwhelmed me a little bit. And but I have to tell you, because a lot of you are not creators, you're followers, and so you don't do videos or you don't have a page, but some of you do. Some of you have pages you're trying to grow, and you've started social media or whatever, and it's like, um so you kind of get me. But like, things that are hard is, first of all, over the past really 2 months, things have shifted with my social media. I went from having backup dancers to all these new people. And I was talking to Jane, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. I was talking to Jane on the phone, and I was like, sometimes I wished I didn't grow. Like, sometimes I just wish that we had our clique and that's it. Like, I wish I could be on social media and not grow and not have a clique. I mean, and have a clique. I want to be cliquish. Like, sometimes I feel like that. And then I think in my head, but if we don't grow and we don't let new people in, how are we supposed to make a difference in the world? And I know saying making a difference in the world is a big, like, Judy, you can't make a difference in this world. Like, you can't go cure world hunger. Like, you're not that strong, Judy. And no, I can't by myself, but we can, as backup dancers, we can build an army. But if I just allow the backup dancers that have been here forever to go with me on this mission, I don't think that we could do it alone. I think we have to build an army to make a difference. So I feel like in the past 2 months, my growth has been huge. As a matter of fact, I talk about Diane and Tammy all the time, because for the longest time, that was the only 2 followers that I had on my lives. And there were many times I stopped going live, and Tammy and Diane would go, "Why aren't you going live?" I'm like, "Dude, it's just 3 of us. Like, I can't do this. I feel stupid. Like, nobody's watching me." And Tammy and I owe Tammy and Diane so much, because if it was not Tammy and Diane, I would not be where I am today. I would not. It was them going, "Judy, I depend on your lives." I'm like, "Y'all, it's the 3 of us. Like, it's literally 3 of us." And they just kept telling me how important my lives were to them. And, it was hard for me to understand, because I was like, why? Like, like, but I owe it to them. But I thought in my head, as I've grown the past 2 months, I've enjoyed it, but I haven't enjoyed it. And I've never been one to make a lot of money off social media. I mean, I just haven't. I mean, I work my butt off. I have what I have because I'm out there slaving, doing field trips, going to libraries, going to schools, doing tours. Like every dime that I have made is because I have physically killed myself. And things have changed this month. We as backup dancers I've been getting like 1,000 to 2,000 new followers on Facebook a day. a day. And on YouTube, it has grown. YouTube doesn't grow quite as fast, but my views are different. Like used to, it would take days to get to 1,000 views. Like maybe by 7 or 8 days, I would have 1,000, 2,000 views. Well, now, even though my subscribers have gone up, but my views get to 1,000 before the end of the day. So like things are changing there and things are changing on Facebook. And a part of me hates it. Part of me like goes, because I have been so beat up. uh uh People are pulling in my driveway. People are sending me letters telling me that I look fat in my overalls. Oh, that is talking about trigger. Talking about trigger. I look fat in my overalls. My makeup is too light. I'm not a farmer. If I was a farmer, I would do a C-section by myself. I am a terrible animal person. I neglect my animals because I'm not calling the vet. Uh, like reporting that my animals are dead on my farm, my alpacas are malnutrition. Like, it's overwhelming. And I'm like, I hate this. I literally hate this. This is not good for me at all. And I sit here and I was like, I tell y'all how important it is to break things down. And I tell you the importance of finding your ownership. Yeah, there's stuff that you do wrong. When there's a fight or an argument or someone says ugly things to you, that you have some ownership in it. And part of being emotional mature and having complete healing and happiness is breaking it down to figure out your ownership, what you're supposed to be learning, and how you're supposed to be dealing with this. Even when it's stuff like getting a letter in the mail telling that you're fat, you look fat in your overalls. What am I supposed to be learning from this? What is my ownership in this? Yes, I have to break that letter down and I have to figure out what's going on. Something simple as a letter telling me that I look fat in my overalls. I have to break that down and figure out, what am I supposed to be learning? What am I supposed to be doing? I have to break all that down. And I tell you guys that you have to stick with the facts. You like, what are the facts? Are these myths? Are these facts? And sometimes you need, Kayla, what was the word you used? Hang on. Kayla used this word. Not reassurance. Kayla, what is the word? She's probably taking Brinley to school. What is the word that you use when I tell you that you're here to help me with Larry and it gives me reassurance? What's that word? Do you know what I'm talking about? Validation. Thank you. Sometimes you need validation to go, is this true? And even though like, for example, okay, someone said my animals are dead at my farm. Well, I know my animals are not dead, but sometimes you need validation to go, am I crazy? Or are my animals dead? Are they dead out there and I don't understand it? Like, what? Because like when people continuously beat you up, and I need you right now obviously you don't have a farm. No one wrote you a letter to telling you that you look fat in your overalls. So you can't, I need you to relate to me in other ways. I need you to get to think in your head when people attack you, like maybe your family attacks you and says, "Oh, you've gained a lot of weight. I'm worried about your health." Maybe they do that. Whatever. I need you to figure out how you can relate to what I'm saying. Obviously, it's not the exact situation, but how can you relate to what I'm saying? That's what I need you to do right now. So, when people begin to attack, number one, they attack your character. Listen, I'm a very patient person when it comes to, like, I avoid confrontation. I'm not one to argue with people. I'm a kind of a people pleaser, and I kind of go with the flow even though I feel totally different. I won't say I feel different out loud. I'll just participate in the conversation and not quite stand up for how I feel. That is me. But when someone attacks my character or attacks my farm or my kids or my family, I, I've become sort of a different person. I become like, who is this? Yeah, that's what I become. And there's probably times when you're like, this is not my nature, is to do this, because I'm a very like shy person, and then all of a sudden you flip out on somebody because they say something to you and they're like, where's this person come from? She's normally quiet and she's screaming and hollering and cussing me out. Like when people push you to the point where you act and do things out of your character, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you've reached your limit. When people say things to you that are not true. Okay. In order to be the best version of you that you can be, okay? First of all, you have to know who you are as a person. Like if someone tells you, you exaggerate all the time. You do nothing but exaggerate all the time. You have to know in your heart, do you exaggerate all the time? And if you do exaggerate all the time, why do you exaggerate all the time? And is it a cut down when someone says you exaggerate so much? Okay, so that was one thing that used to be said to me all the time growing up. Like, Judy, you exaggerate all the time. And when I started counseling, I go, why do I exaggerate? Everyone tells me I exaggerate. Why do I exaggerate? So I had to learn that you're born with a personality. And sometimes personalities are quiet. Sometimes personalities are like, wild and crazy. I had to learn that I was born with a personality that was very adventurous. I'm funny. I'm the life of the party usually. Like, I had to learn that. And I do not tell a story that is going to bore you. I am not there's people that tell stories that you're like, if they do not shut up, I am going to slice my wrist. It's like, how like you go to your families for Christmas and like your uncle Sam will pray and you're like, oh my gosh, this prayer is going to be like 15 minutes long. You're like, get to the point. Get to the point. Do not pray for 15 minutes. I'm starving to death. just get to the point. Like, there's people that are like that. Well, when I tell a story, I have to use my hands. I change my tone. I'm very expressive. And how boring would it be if I told a story and I was just blah? You know what I'm saying? If I was just like, if I told a story and I wasn't expressive and I didn't change my tone, like, I feel like no one would listen to me. So I learned from a young age to be animated. So, when I like, it was like when I told the story about me pooping in my pants when me and Shane went on a date, I pooped in my pants. If y'all hadn't heard that story, you'll hear it later. But I pooped in my pants when Shane and I went on an overnight date, and I was scared to poo poo in front of him. So I pooped in my pants. Okay. Well, when I begin to explain that story about me pooping in my pants, I'm very animated. I'm like, y'all, I was over there going, oh my God, I just got a fart. I'm just going to go outside and fart. And then the next thing you know, I pooped in my pants. Like, that's how I tell the story. I don't go, y'all, I'm so embarrassed, but I pooped in my pants. I don't tell the story like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what happened. I was scared to poo-poo in front of Shane. He was in the bathroom and he was putting towel in. The last thing I wanted to do was to go into the bathroom and tell him that I needed to take a crap. Okay, that's embarrassing. I'm not doing that. So see how I'm very animated? I talk without taking a breath because I'm excited. I'm getting you into the moment of telling you the story. You're laughing your head off, which when you start laughing, it makes me get even more animated. And then I'm like, oh my God, so this is what happened. I walked outside and I thought I had a fart. Okay. I was thinking it was just going to be a little fart. He's not around. Like, it's okay. And then when I went to go fart, I literally crapped all over myself. And Shane is in the house where my keys are to my car. And I can't get away. And I have got crap all in my pants. I tell the story like that because I'm very animated. I don't just say, JC, I pooped in my pants with Shane. I'm like very animated, right? I tell the story that way. And so what have I done? I'm not paying attention. So when when my family used to say, Judy, you exaggerate, I would cry. I would be so upset because I would feel as though I had done something wrong. Like I'm telling a lie. I'm exaggerating. That's not how the story went. Like I would feel bad about myself when people would say, you exaggerate. So when I went to counseling and learned, would you please tell me why I exaggerate? Why does everybody in my family tells me I exaggerate and it hurts my feelings? I had to go with my counselor, break it down to figure out why I exaggerate. Why am I told that I exaggerate? So if you are a person and you've heard the same thing your entire life, I don't know, you're a liar, you exaggerate, you're a big mouth, whatever the word was that you heard your whole entire life from your family, from your classmates, from whatever, and it affects you. Because when people say you exaggerate, I would go to literally like depression. I would go to outer space when people would tell me I exaggerate. Because like I said, would feel as if I had done something wrong. So when I went to counseling and learned, please tell me why everybody tells me that I exaggerate, we had to break it down. And we had to figure out where it came from, why I do the things I do. And I learned that, man, I am the best storyteller there is. Like, I can hold the attention to people. Because when I tell a story, by golly, I tell the whole story. I tell you the scene, the scenario, what I was thinking in my head, what I thought Shane was thinking when I left. When I pooped my pants, I ran in the house real quick because Shane was in the bathroom putting the towel down, and I had to go get my keys because I had to get the crap out of there because I had crapped in my pants. And so I tell you what I thought Shane was thinking. And I realized that my exaggeration actually is a benefit to me because I can hold people's attention. It's just like if you've heard me read my children's book, I exaggerate hugely when I read my children's book. Like it is like, I am very animated. And the reason I'm so animated when I read my children's book is because when I first started reading that book, I was not animated at all. And no one paid attention to me. I could not hold the kids' attention. I could not hold the parents' attention. Like I felt stupid standing in front of people reading the book because I was straight up boring. I was straight up like I could not hold anybody. So then I learned to start being animated, like over the top. I actually like it's the funniest thing because when people think that I'm going to read the book, they have no idea what they're about to get. Because I literally tell the story. I don't actually read the book. I tell the story as if it was happening right then. And I'm very animated, but it's the only way I can keep people's attention is to be exaggerating over the top and be very animated, change my tone, have facial expressions, be walking back and forth. And the kids are like this. And for the longest time, I could get the kids to pay attention to me, but the dadgum parents would sit there and chit chat. They would sit there and chit chat and interrupt the kids from listening to the book because they didn't find it interesting. So then what I learned is I needed to make eye contact with the parents to get their little crazy selves to pay attention to me and be quiet so the kids could listen to the story. That's why I got to the point where I'm like, parents are not coming to my field trips. But they are interruptions. I need the kids. I need the kids to pay attention to me. So when I read the book, I have to use eye contact and I have to not just to the kids, but I have to do it to the whole entire audience. So in order to me to maintain 100 people sitting there watching me read a book because they think it's going to be boring, I have to be very animated and over the top to carry on 100 people to pay attention to me for 15, 20 minutes and be still and be quiet. So I learned that my exaggeration is actually where my whole entire life, I thought it was a crutch. I thought because my family would say, Judy, you exaggerate everything. And I had to go break it down to learn that is a gift I have. I have a gift that God gave me of exaggeration. It is like someone that's in theater or acting, like if you don't have that gift and you try to learn exaggeration, it can be difficult. God gave me the gift of exaggeration. And this whole time when I was young, I thought it was a crutch. Because people would tell me all the time, you do nothing but exaggerate. And I'm like, and Joker, look at me today. My exaggeration helps me hold the attention of a bunch of people in a room. So where you thought it was a crutch, it's actually a gift from God. And I had to learn that because for the longest time, I thought it was a bad thing. I thought it was a bad thing. But I learned that God used my exaggeration to his good. Do you understand? So if there's something that you've been told your whole life that is a trigger to you, that you're like, it makes you feel bad about yourself, like someone tells you you have a big mouth, or someone tells you, I don't know, whatever they tell you, and it bothers you to this day when your family, like things that you was said to you as a child, and it is a trigger to you where you will be so freaking depressed. Ooh, wee, got fireworks going off. I forgot why fireworks go off. But anyway, if there's something like that's happened to you that usually it's your family that says things like that to you. You know, if you go figure out why people are saying those things to you, you might find that you have a gift. So instead of it being something bad, it actually could be something that is to your benefit. And you have to learn, how to use that gift for the right reasons. And I've learned, like when I go into the library and there's like this summer, I'm going into 9 libraries. Okay. Well, it's the summer program. The summer program is not 100 kids. It's like 300 or 400 kids. So I'm fixing to stand in front of 300 or 400 kids and do my performance, my whole performance. So in order for me to maintain 300 to 400 kids' attention, this joker has to be animated and exaggerate and be funny and I just, like I said, I've realized that is a talent of mine. It's not a weakness. It's actually a talent. But you couldn't convince me when I was young that being called you do nothing but exaggerate, you couldn't convince me that was something positive. Because when people were telling me that I was exaggerating, it wasn't positive. It was in a form of being negative. It was in a form of, and it was destroying me. I would literally go in my room when my brothers would say, "You do nothing but exaggerate to mother." That is not what happened, Judy. You're telling on me, and that is not what happened. You just exaggerate. And I'd go in my room and I would just cry. I do nothing but exaggerate. Blah, blah, blah. Well, if I would have told mom the story and just was blah, they wouldn't have got a spanking. So I had to exaggerate it a little bit to get their butt tore up for being ugly to me. Jokers. So I had to learn all that. As I sit here as a creator over the past 2 months, and I get told, I mean, it's crazy to me that someone would write a letter and feel the need to tell me that my overalls make me look fat, or say, I mean, it's to say bald-faced lies about my farm. My farm doesn't have shelter for my animals, or my animals are not treated. I don't take the money that I get. I say I'm a nonprofit and I steal the money and all. I have been through a lot that I have not really talked about. I mean, I've said maybe some little things about it, but I haven't really told y'all how I feel about it because I wasn't sure how I felt about it. It's when someone attacks your character, you sit here and you try to, I mean, you're like, okay, what possessed someone to feel the need to literally write me a letter to tell me that I look fat in overalls? What, like, when I break that down, I'm like, what was she trying what was she trying to accomplish? Telling me that I'm a straight up fatty 2x4 that can't get through the bathroom door in my overalls. Like, I can't help but to think, well, she thought she was doing good because she knows that I've had an eating disorder and the last thing she wants me to do is look fat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I see here and I'm like, what possesses someone to tell me my makeup looks bad, or like what possesses people to do that? Like what possesses people to go to outer space so quickly? And I really don't know the answer to that. But I know that when I break things down and go, okay, why is my page growing so fast? Why are people pulling in the driveway? I can't really say that. Why are all these things happening? What am I supposed to be learning? What is my ownership? What the heck is happening? And our first response is just to be mad. We're like, I'm fixing to rip her a new one or rip him a new one. Freaking send me a letter. What the crap? You know, like that's our first reaction, which is normal. When someone tells you you're exaggerating, or someone tells you you look fat in your overalls, or someone calls and reports you for nonsense and all this, like, your first reaction is to be mad. But what happens is when you stop what you're doing and you check your facts. When you check your facts and go, okay, I realize that overalls are not the most flattering thing as far as showing off your figure, because they're a little bulky. They don't show your waistline. You look like, bored because it doesn't, it doesn't show your waist and your curves and all this stuff. And in my head, I'm like, I am not, I am happily married. The last thing that I'm doing is trying to emphasize my figure to make someone turned on by me. Like, that's the last thing that's in my brain. I am the only person that really matters about my figure per se is what Shane thinks or what I think. That is what is important. So when I break things down and go, what is important? Well, honey, let me just tell you. When you own a farm and you are open to the public and you are shoveling sugar, I'm not going to say a bad word. When you're shoveling sugar and you're dealing with biscuits as the B word, because I don't say bad words. When you're doing all that and you're picking up hay and you're wrestling rams trying to get them in the barn to eat, you're going for comfort. You ain't going to emphasize your figure. You're going, what feels good when I bend over? When I'm shoveling poop, or when I'm cleaning out the duck pond, I need things loose because I'm trying to move. I'm trying to bend over. The last thing you want to do is cut your gut off and can't breathe. Like, you're going for comfort. You're going for, you don't really care. Like you're sweating. It's hot. Like this summer, Kayla hasn't been through the summer with me. This is Kayla's first summer with me. And she's going to probably go, this sucks. I give up. I quit. Because summers are, oh my gosh, it is so hard during the summer. But I'm not going for looks per se. I'm going for comfort. And I feel like, and y'all agree or disagree with me, but when you get to my age and older, you're not really thinking about, I mean, you want to be cute, but you're not thinking about cute. You're thinking about what feels good. You're wanting to put on sweatpants and a sweatshirt every day during the winter because it's comfortable. You're going for comfort. You're not going for flattering. Like, you don't really care about your butt being looking good. You don't care about your slim waist showing or your big boobs sticking out like tight shirts and showing your cleavage. When you get to like my age and older, you're going for comfort. You're going for what feels good when you're sitting on the couch. You're going for, like, that's what you're going for. And especially when you have a farm, you're not worried about looking fat. I'm just telling you right now, that's the last thing. You know, as far as like your hair and stuff, it's the funniest thing because Wednesday when I got ready, I got completely ready, curled my hair and everything, and stuck it up in a bun. I was like, it's too hot. I'm sweating. When you have long hair and you're out in the farm and animals are chewing your hair and spitting and all the things that happen to you, you're just like sticking your hair in a bun. Like, I get ready in the morning. I get ready because I don't want to look like a total cheese ball when buses are pulling in the driveway. Like, I want to look somewhat presentable. I ain't worried about my waist looking good per se, but people want to take pictures with me or stuff like that. And I don't want to look like a total cheese ball, so I try to get ready in the morning. But honestly, getting ready in the morning, it's like, as soon as y'all see me in YouTube videos, I look like a dadgum cheese ball, because I'm sweating and I'm hot and, I when you're a farm and you're trying to make a YouTube video, I mean, you're kind of like, maybe I'll stick a little lipstick on and kind of go like this with my hair so I don't look like but there's times when you're like, I don't give a crap what I look like. I'm just going to video this and say, look, it is what it is. I am a farm. I am a cheese ball today. I sweated my butt off and I am making a video and showing you what my life's like. Like, Judy Sneed's Farmhouse Sanctuary is the raw deal. I am not editing a video to make me look good or to put filters on my face, or when you follow me, you're getting the good, bad, and ugly. When I'm an emotional wreck, guess what you're getting? You're getting me bawling my eyes out. When I am hyper as crap and can't breathe, you're going to get red from here up because I'm hyper and I'm going 90-0. Hang on. I'm going 90-0 and my blood pressure or my nerves you're getting that. You're getting a red face. That is what you're getting with me. I don't pretend. I don't make up. It is what it is. Now, let's break down all that's happened to me in the past 2 months. I talked to y'all when my first video of Dee Dee went viral. That was 2 months ago. And I told y'all, because y'all were, my backup dancers were like they're like, I'm finna tear this girl up. She told about my Aunt Judy. I'm finna rip her a new one. I'm like, these people are making me mad. I am about to go to battle for my Aunt Judy. And I had to calm y'all down. And I had to say, y'all, Get them in a conversation. Don't yell at them. Get them talking, because the more they talk, the more money I make off that video. And I am trying to pay $3,200 for hay. So if you want to be my backup dancer, the best thing you can do is get them into a conversation. Don't piss them off where they don't talk no more. When you get them in a conversation and those people begin to talk, that is when you help me out in your dancing, because you're helping provide. I don't need you to stroke me a check. Like, I don't need you to stroke me a check for, you're like, Judy, I wish that I could give you a $50 donation, but I'm on a limit. Baby girl, you don't have to give me a $50 donation. When you get all those haters in a conversation attacking me, just go, so I'm new at farming. Like someone says, Judy's not a farmer because she's calling the vet. So then you get them in a conversation and go, I'm not a farmer and I don't have animals. Why don't you call a vet? I thought when you have animals, you call a vet. And then that person goes, oh, well, when you have a farm, you can't afford a vet. And then you go, what do you mean? What does that mean? I'm wanting to get into farming and I don't know what you're talking about. And then the next thing you know, that person is just talking and talking and talking. And y'all are going, paying for Judy's hay. I'm helping Aunt Judy pay for some extra treats for her animals. I'm helping Judy build that hay barn. That's what you're doing to me when you don't attack them and you get them to talk. And those haters don't realize that they just bought me a hay barn. Yeah. They have no idea that they hate my guts, but the person that's turning me in and doing all this stuff, they're supporting my farm. And I need you as backup dancers to understand that. You know, our job as backup dancers is not getting to a fist fight with people that we don't know. That is not dancing. That is sitting it out. But our nature, when someone says you're exaggerating, or you're not a farmer because you're calling the vet, or you're a POS because you ain't calling the vet, like when people do that, our automatic reaction is to be ugly back. But you know how your mom taught you that two wrongs don't make a right, or two rights don't make a wrong? Let's see, how does that? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. When you go and attack a person that is attacking me, let's say, or attacking you, when you go back to an attack, then you're no better than they are. But when you have complete healing within yourself and you have gone, okay, this person is telling me I exaggerate. Let me go figure out why the crap people are telling me I exaggerate. And then you learn that your exaggeration is actually a blessing. Then when people begin to attack you and tell you that you exaggerate, then what you realize is going, I know I exaggerate. It has been such a blessing to me. You have no idea, because they think exaggeration is a bad thing. But when you go to counseling and you learn and you break it down, you figure out that exaggeration is what's gotten you to where you are today. So when people begin to attack you, instead of attacking them back, learn what your blessings are and learn why you do the things you do, why people are saying these things about you. But I will tell you that with all that's happened to me, you know, this month has been very emotional. Number one, because I've been so beat up. But when I tell you that I have been so blessed by social media this month, I don't even know how to say it. God has blessed my farm so much this month by social media. It has been, I can't believe, honestly, I can't believe these things are happening to me. Like, I thought these things happen to big, huge channels that have millions of followers. I can't believe it's happening to little old Judy that's in Coleman, Alabama, and I don't have 1 million followers. But I've had all those people that have totally beat me up. It's been such a blessing. Ooh, I'm gonna cry talking about, but it's been a huge blessing to me this month. It's like, see my face. I said this last time, but it does look like my foundation is too light. So I get why somebody says that. But it has been a huge blessing. Not only, like, this is what's so emotional to me, is to watch the growth of Steve's farmhouse. And not only is it supporting all my animals, it's also supporting Kayla's family. It's also supporting Larry. It's like, it's hard to believe that Sneed's farmhouse has gotten to where it is today. And it's so hard to believe that the blessings that I've received this month had to come from pure, hell. I mean, every negative comment, letter that I've gotten in the mail, animal control coming in my driveway, all this stuff. Let me just tell you, I have worked for it, just to let you know. It did not come natural. I have been through total, you know what, getting to where I am today on social media. It has been, it sounds like I'm bragging, but it has been well deserved. My hair is a train wreck. I'm going to put it up. It has been well deserved, just to let you know, because it has been one wild ride. But listen to me. I am where I am today because of you. It's not that I've done this great thing. It's because of you. And I will tell you this, when I sat and broke down the people that were attacking me, and I was like, what am I supposed to be learning? Like what does this mean? What is my ownership? Well, my ownership is that I posted stuff that was controversy. People that, you know, it wasn't like just a beautiful picture of a bird. You know, I put a picture or video of Dee Dee, and she looked straight up deformed. So when I do that, I open the door for conversation. Okay? It opens the door for conversation when I post a video where Dee Dee is pregnant, sitting down. It looks like a head's about to pop out this way, a head's popping out this way. It causes conversation. For someone that is in social media, okay, I did not realize this when I posted the video. I did not realize what I was doing. But now that I take a step back, wait a minute. This is Morphe. I think Morphe's the cheap makeup. I did get this from Ulta. I think Jane asked me what my concealer was. This month, it is Morphe. Last month, it was something totally different, but I don't think it cost very much money. I don't remember. Anyway, at the time when I posted that video, I didn't really know that I was fixing to get beat up. I was just being funny, saying the Guinness Book of World Records is coming. There's about to be a two-headed cow, meaning Dee Dee's head and a baby was about to pop out. I was just being Judy and being funny, and I thought I would make y'all laugh. Never in my wildest dreams did I would think that would go viral and there would be thousands of comments of telling me that I was crappy and I would cause animal activists to hate me, to call all the IRS, Better Business Bureau, the animal control people coming in my driveway, checking my animals out for the police here. The police would be coming over me posting that video. My ownership in that is I posted a video that where Dee Dee looked crazy and it caused people to have opinions about me, my farm, and my animals. That was my ownership. So this is what I sit here and say. Do I not post stuff like that? Do I not post stuff like that? Or do I post stuff like that to get people to talk? Because when you're a creator, you're trying to get people in a conversation. Because what happens, and I've never thought like this. I've just been Judy, okay? At the end of the day, I'm not thinking about money. When I'm on here, like, I don't really do that. Now, when I go monetize my lives, I guess in my head, I'm like, I get up every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and go live for an hour, hour and 15 minutes for $7. The most I've ever made off a live is about $7. And I have done this for years. So, yes, I think, okay, maybe actually Karen is the one who is like, Judy, what are you doing? You're a terrible business person because you're doing all this for free. And I'm like, I do it because I love my followers. I'm not here to make a bunch of money. My goal is not to get rich. My goal is to be Judy and to give back. That's my goal. But then I have to have people sit me down and go, do you know you have animals to feed? Do you know that you need a hay barn? Do you know that you have a $3,200 hay bill coming up? Do you know that your animals are about to give babies and you need the vet here? Judy, how are you going to pay for that? And then I'm like, it's hard to believe that I went to college for a business degree because I'm the worst business person ever. I would give everything away and do everything for free. That's me. That is me. I don't like, I'm like, oh, but Karen, that's not my goal, Karen. That's not what I want to do. But then, Judy, you have bills to pay. And I'm like, I know, but it's fine. Like, I'll figure it out. I'll do 45 more field trips and kill myself to pay for this. I've had to have some interruptions in my life for people to sit me down and talk about the business side of Sneed's Farmhouse because my brain doesn't work on the business side. All I want to do is give back. I want to do everything for free. That's just my heart. And I've had to have people interrupt me and hold my hand and go, especially Shane, Judy, if you go upside down, you're going to have to get rid of your farm. Like, there are bills to pay, Judy. And so then this prompts me to go, okay, I need to monetize this video. I forgot. I forgot I can't remember to monetize a stupid video. It's almost like I need someone to do it for me because my brain doesn't think about that. I'm thinking about coming on here and talking to you guys and going, okay, let me tell you what's going on in my life, and hopefully you can relate, and together we can be a better version of ourselves. That's all I think about. I don't think about, oh, I need to go monetize this video because I got animals to feed. My brain doesn't work like that. It doesn't. But I will tell you, when it comes to me, what I've learned over the past 2 months is where posting a video that allows people to rip you a new one or to have an opinion about you, it benefits you. It benefits you. And you know what makes me so crazy is I sit here and Kayla, not me by myself, Kayla too. And like last week, for example, we did 7 group homes. And, you know, I don't charge for group homes, that's all free. And Kayla and I sat here with 7 group homes and did this tour. And we gave back. And it was such a blessing. And it's like, I can post that video and nobody says a word. I mean, y'all do, but there's no arguments. So there's not a lot of comments because there's nothing to be controversy about, because I'm doing a field trip and I can make 54 cents off that video because nobody says anything. But then I can post she pregnant and everybody starts screaming at me, you need to call the vet. That's dangerous. You need to have proper bedding for Shishi. That you need to clean out that barn. I cannot believe you do not separate your animals when they're pregnant. Like, people rip me anew, and I'm like, but they don't do it on a video of 7 group homes here. They don't say positive. They don't see, like, you see what I'm saying? It's kind of like watching the news. You know, it's like when you watch the news, all you see is the negative. Because that's all people want to hear is the negative. You don't see, I am running so late. You don't see all this positive. You might see a little short segment of something positive that's going on in the news, but the news are talking about murders and drug bust and, you know, somebody's robbed somebody. Like, it's all negative Nancy. And it really frustrates me really bad when the most money I make on social media is crap where I get the crap beat out of me. I can't get like something positive, like a sober living facility coming here and people's lives being changed. I don't get that. Don't go viral. That doesn't go viral. What Kayla and I are doing for the community, that doesn't go viral. What goes viral is when people are like negative about my farm or my animals. That goes viral. I don't like that about social media. I do not. I'm like, it's sad that I make 54 cents off, you know, a video that I do with the group home here. But then in order for something to go viral, people have to get in negative conversations and get in fist fights over me or my farm, or I'm not a farmer, I am a farmer, don't call the vet, call the vet, all this stuff that goes viral. But imagine if things good started going viral. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that. What a beautiful day it would be. What a beautiful day it would be. I sit here and think about Shishi having babies, because things are going viral right now with Shishi being pregnant, and I'm getting ripped a new one. And I thought, what if the video of Kayla and Justin, the guy that's blind, remember when they were dancing? Imagine if that went viral. See, that would make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. It would make me feel like, oh my gosh, I love this. Justin is going viral, and he is such a blessing when he comes here and wants to dance. Imagine that going viral. But instead, what goes viral is negative. I don't like that. I don't like that about social media. And I sit here and think, how can I change that? How can I change social media? I don't know that I can, but we can. You and I can. Because what happens is I have 63,000 people on my Facebook page and 22,000 people on my YouTube page. And when you see something positive, if you make a lot of comments on the positive and you share and you like, there's a possibility that positive things can go viral. That's what this world needs. But I can't do it by myself. I can't do it by myself. Between my page and Kayla's page. Kayla, I don't know if you can tag your page in here. What was that? I just heard something beep. Now Kayla's page is just on Facebook right now, but I'm working on it on YouTube. We ain't there yet. We getting there. One step at a time. But she's just on Facebook. But between her page and my page, together, this army of backup dancers can make things go viral that are positive. Make things on your page go viral. If you have a farm and I don't follow you, I would, it's got lipstick on I will follow you, but you're going to have to send me your farm page. I'm all about helping. But surely with this many followers, that's almost 100,000. Surely between 100,000 followers, we can make positive things go viral. But you have to be patient, because what's going to happen is when the bad things go viral and people begin to attack us, or attack me, I guess I should say, you have to understand that does help pay for my farm, because they're getting in conversations and attacking me. So don't be totally mad at them. Just go, Judy, go, Judy, go, Judy, go, Judy. That's all I need you to say. And they're like, why are they saying go, Judy, girl? Because you're helping me feed my animals. You're helping me give back. When people come here and they come here for free, it's because I make enough money on social media to pay for my farm, and I can be free to all these people. And that is not because of anything great I've done. It's because of what you've done. I can't do it by myself. I can't do social media by myself. I have to have an army. And that is, I don't know what this is. It's cute though. It's bright pink. I have to have you as backup. Oh, I'm hurrying. What time is it? I'm hurrying. I have to have you as backup dancers helping me. So just know that y'all help me in so many ways. It's not even funny. I don't really like talking about um, cost and money and stuff like that. But when you own a business, if you don't make enough money and you go out of business. Right? Right? You go out of business. And I really have big hopes and dreams for Sneed's Farmhouse. And it's bigger than I ever imagined. Like, I didn't have any of this. I never dreamt of having this many followers or this many people. I don't know how you're supposed to hold this daggum thing. This farm has been blessed tremendously. And I'm telling you, I've never paid for advertising. Although I did, you know how I've always wanted Sneed's Farmhouse to be on a billboard. I know it's silly. Well, I called to find out how much it would cost because I'm nonprofit, so I have to put all the money that I make back into my farm. So I made enough money this month to pay for advertising. So I called to find out how much it costs to be on a billboard. It's really not that expensive. I don't think. I was thinking it would be like thousands of dollars a month. Okay, this is the deal. It's $500 a month. And so $500 a month, but then I have to pay $700 for the vinyl because they make Sneed's Farmhouse. But I want to put, y'all don't laugh. I know it's silly, but I want to put me and Kayla on a billboard. I do. I want to put Sneed's Farmhouse with me and Kayla's face on a billboard. And it's $500 a month, and it's $700 to put the vinyl on the thing. And I'm like, okay, if I continue to make what I made this month on social media, Kayla and I are going on a billboard. We are. I've already talked to the guy. I've got all my ducks in a row. So I told the guy, I said, okay, listen, I need to think about it because I need to make sure that I'm using my money wisely. I need it to benefit Sneed's Farmhouse, but I need these sober living facilities, these group homes, these domestic violence shelters. I need them to know that they can come to me for free. I need to get the word out there. And I feel like Kayla and I being on a billboard and Sneed's Farmhouse and all that on a billboard, I need to get the word out there. And it's something that I've always wanted to do, but I've never had the money to pay for advertising to do that. But it's on 65. So as you drive 65 coming towards Coleman, it's on the left-hand side of the road. And that is my goal. So I need your help and continuing to help me build social media so that I can get the word out to all these facilities. Because it's hard for me. I can't get away from my farm to go to visit all these sober living facilities and so forth to tell them about me. But if I put it out there, the word will start spreading that I am a safe place to come. I need your help in helping me do that. So when you comment and you share, as a matter of fact, I did not know this, but Diane, my best friend Diane, has been sharing, her and Chris Mealy, they have been sharing a ton of my posts. Well, I follow them on my personal page. So when I go to my personal page and I see that Chris and Diane have shared my post, I see ads on those. I never see ads But when they share my videos to their followers, I see ads on their posts that they post. So when you share my videos and my post, they're ads. So you're helping me spread the word to these sober living facilities and these group homes that we are free to them. That's how Kayla and I give back to the community. We are free to all of them. So helping us get on a billboard, I don't know what I'm going to have to come up with a way to, I mean, obviously there'll be my logo and me and Kayla's face, but I have got to somehow advertise that group homes and sober living facilities and things like that are free. But I can't be free to the public or I will get ran over. Just to let you know, I cannot do that. I tried and it didn't work. I was killing myself. But if y'all can help me with my advertising to spread the word that I can help grow to these people that need us, that's what I need. I need to reach out to all. I got 3 group homes now in Coleman that are coming to me. But I need to spread the word. There's a group home in in Birmingham that comes to me too. But I need to spread the word. I need these people to know they can have a safe place to come that doesn't cost any money, where they can come and enjoy these animals. And you can help me. So today you have choices. You can sit it out or you can dance. And today I hope you dance. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you sometime this weekend. Love you. Bye.